Okay, and this evening we're going to be making ballistic gel. If you saw the preview, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's not real ballistic gel, it is ghetto ballistic gel. Using Knox original gelatin. 8 ounces. All those packets I have to unwrap. Need that. Sturdy thingy, I don't know what it's called. First container. 2 quarts of water. And the final container. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open all of these and I'd time lapse it, but then I'd have to hold this and try to record it, so I'm not going to do that. And we're back, and that took all of 5 seconds with the pair of scissors. It's also important to have a beer. Now, this isn't the same as ballistic gel, so you're not going to get the same results. This is more of a shits and giggles kind of thing. A few things about the water. 2 quarts per all 8 ounces of jelly. And you pour it in kind of slow. You don't want all those bubbles I'm getting there. That's really going to create problems later. But it's fixable. The water needs to be a little bit cold. And you take a sturdy thingy. So, this doesn't produce the same results. I'm hoping at least this will be thick enough to stop the bullets and be kind of a fun thing to do and to shoot for no really good reason. Other than things are fun to shoot. Anyway, so what we're going to do is first we're going to mix all of this, as many of that shit as we can out of it. Like that, needs to get out of there. So this could take a while. All the bubbles on the top, and this is why this won't be the final product. Basically, mix all this up and then we're going to put it in the fridge for about 3 to 4 hours until it's solid jelly. You're going to take it out and you're going to melt it. And I'll go into how we're going to do that a little bit later. And then basically after you melt it, you're going to pour it into the final container here, which is kind of long and it's what everyone should have, and it's easy to have, is one of the Plano boxes for shotgun shells. Works perfectly. So I'm going to keep mixing this and put on some funny pictures of random shit for however long it takes. Okay, I've kind of got everything stirred up besides a few little ones that we're going to go ahead and just kind of scoop out of there. Try to save as much jelly as possible. Ew. It smells like Bigfoot's dick. Alright, and then just, I don't know if this is safe for everyone's sink, but I'm going to go ahead and just assume it's safe for mine. Ew. 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 Oh no. Seriously, if Suge Nice would post a video of him drinking this, I would fucking kill myself out of hilarity. It smells fucking atrocious. Alright. And a little here and there, but it's not going to affect too much. Okay, so maybe this isn't the best thing for a sink, but instead of just pulling it out, I'm just going to shove it in there! Woo! That's how I had my first kid. Yeah. Now that all of this is done, it's going to go in the fridge for about 3 hours. And I'm going to go watch Noah. So, we'll see. Alright, so after 4 hours of freezing, we have come across this hard gelatin mold. Like, it's pretty dense. Like, it's pretty tough to scrape in there. So basically what I'm going to do is, you can see all this oxygen that's built up. That's actually going to make it pretty much weaker. So what I've done is I filled this up with really hot water. That's gelatin from earlier. Ooh. And I'm going to sit it in there and let it sit for however long it takes to liquefy again. Once it liquefies, I'm going to pour it into the final container here and let it sit overnight. And then tomorrow we can shoot the shit out of it and see if it works a little bit better than my previous incarnations. So, let's see what we can do. Alright, so I found the lid. Now basically it's just simple as boom, 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 boom. Letting it sit in the scalding hot water. Probably going to change the water a couple times. Once it cools down, change it. Do it again until basically it melts all the way, until it's a liquid form inside here. Like I said, once that's done, put it in the final container. And once it's in the final container, we can freeze it overnight. Well, refrigerate it overnight. So, alright, so now it's officially 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I'm staying up for y'all to show you this, but oh well, good enough. Alright, so our solution is mostly liquid now, with just a few kind of half liquid drops. But what we're going to do is we're going to pour it in this container here. Again, plain old shotgun case. And it should freeze good. Best thing to do is make sure there's no bubbles. Get all the air out. That's going to make it the best kind of solution. Alright, so let's see if I can do this here without spilling it. Ew. Ew. Alright, again, like I said, it wasn't perfect, but it's late and I'm going to bed. So, look at that mess I made. My wife is going to fucking kill me. So this needs to freeze for about 10 hours. A little more bubbles than I'd like, but hey, I'm not a perfectionist at the moment. We're going to see how this works out tomorrow. And then we'll see if how we can refine it and make it a little better. Alright, over. Let's see what we got here. Dun 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 dun. If it Ark of the Covenants, this is my last will and testament. Shit. Clear my hard drives. Okay, so it didn't Ark of the Covenant on me, but it is pretty frozen. Look at the words. This has been flipped. I did flip it last night, just to get it out of there about 4 a.m. Just flip it and make sure it was getting cold. But it turned out it was freezing more on the top than the bottom, so that's why I flipped it. Not sure why that is. Maybe it just could have been the way I had it in my fridge. But those are the actual words from the bottom of the Plano box. It comes out easy. If you're using like a Tupperware container, you may want to use Pam or some kind of like liquid oil. But with one of these boxes, it opens enough so you can just dump it out and pull it out. But I am excited to shoot this thing. It's not perfect. You can see the little imperfections in there, but for $10, it's about the cost if you don't count the box, which I used to store ammo in, and probably will, or I might make another mold. I'm also going to look to see if they have a longer box. You know, the longer the better. And I'm going to go set everything up and try to debate what I'm going to shoot it with. If you watch the preview, you may know that the 12 gauge shotgun was going to fucking utterly destroy my non-ballistic gel, my ghetto ballistic gel. So, I think probably a 45 and 22, some more birdshot maybe. Okay, well, it's got to go back in the fridge. Can't leave it out of the fridge too long or it's going to start to melt. But you got a good, I don't know, 20-30 minutes in Florida heat, and it didn't melt on me yesterday, so. But, better to be cautious. Thanks. Alright, good afternoon everyone. Please ignore my shadow, but there's really no other way to film this. We are going to be shooting the ballistic gel today with a 22, 45 ACP, 410 birdshot, 410 triple-aught buck. Then we're going to finish it off with, bam, 4 rounds of buckshot, just for shits and giggles. Should be pretty fun. I'm going to go get the gel, and we're going to get started. Okay, there's my beautiful block of gel. About a foot long, and I'm going to shoot it with the Sig Sauer Mosquito 22 long rifle round. Oh, that's not good. That's going to make the gel. And my shadow's out of the way. You may be able to see it yourself. See how it races through there? And this did actually stop the bullet. I could see the bullet in there. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped about that. Alright, so I'm going to take a few pictures and go on to the different gun. Okay, like I was saying, the last 45 round went a little higher than I wanted it to. Didn't really tear through the gel. It made a nice little wound cavity though. It's definitely a brutal round. I went ahead and lowered it a brick because I'm tired of it falling, so I'm just going to take a knee for the rest of the shots. No big deal. Alright, we're doing the 45 ACP again.
That was a good shot. That looked like it. Basically what happened is I recorded shooting with the 410 and it did not save. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot it again with buckshot and birdshot. And you can see the damage again. I'm a little angry at my camera. Don't buy Samsung products, they fucking suck. Samsung and Toshiba are huge no-nos. I don't know why I bought a Samsung. Because it was cheap and I'm cheap. Alright, first load is birdshot. That did some damage, right? Not really. Alright, next shot is buckshot. That did some damage, that's for sure. Let's pick up this mess and we'll see what it did. How I feel about birdshot for home defense. Alright, I don't know how well you can see, but look at the pellets. That's a pellet. That's a pellet of birdshot. That's a pellet. Doesn't work great. This is ghetto gel. I mean, this is not good ballistic gel. But even so, birdshot's just not a good choice for home defense. Let's see. I don't see any buckshot in any of this. Some of the birdshot made it through decently. But again, this isn't real ballistic gel. I am not shooting the Bull 410. He is a fucking scientist. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and destroy the rest of this gunky shit with some buckshot, and then put it in slow-mo, and then have fun with it. Say bye-bye. Why did I even bring an extra round? I don't know, but here is 5 rounds of buckshot into cardboard. Alright, this gooey mess is what's left. This is one of the biggest pieces I've recovered. You can reclaim normal ballistics gel by melting it down, remolding it. So I'm going to kind of try it with this just as an experiment. That's a leaf. But I'm going to clean it all out, not in my sink, but in my industrial sink. And then I'm going to remelt it down in hot water and then see if I can remold it. So let's see if that works. Alright, so this is what I was able to recover. Not a lot, as you can see. This is kind of what I wanted to show you, though. This is the birdshot from the 410. It's pretty cool, though. See it trapped in there. I'm going to have to pick all these little pellets out when I melt it. Or I might just leave them in there. I don't know. So, and then I'm going to think of something fun to do for everyone for this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start melting this shit down again.